Hello guys, in this video I just wanted to set up Neovim LSP on Neovim, and here's how it went. So I watched TJ DeVries' video and I just wanted to follow it through, and since I was just trying to understand how to set it up, the problem that I found with Neovim is that even though it is a really good editor, there are just too much options to choose from. I wanted to set up just a simple LSP that just works, gives me a bit of suggestions and stuff like that, and just watch the video. I sped it up, but in my experience it was just a really overwhelming experience just to set up the Neovim text editor with LSP. And when I looked for it, since I was lazy.nvim as my plugin manager, I wanted to just look into it. Where is the LSP? How can I install that plugin and set it up on lazy? But there were just so much options and so much configuration that was required for me to just set up that simple LSP. So yeah, and more that I watched TJ DeVries' video, he was like telling me how to uh, learn about your editor, how to improve on it, what it's doing. But as a simple user of Neovim, I do not need all that explanation. I do not need to know how it works under the hood, even though that is the main that's what the editor expects you to do, is to understand that the editor that you're using. But for me personally, I just want a simple LSP that just suggests or gives me an auto suggestion that what command is it that I'm just typing, and how can I just use that command, and what that command does, simple, or that function does in a programming language. Sorry, I was saying command. So I just wanted this simple LSP, and the more I looked into it, the more I tried to install it. First of all, errors. Yes, there were errors that I had to face, but I couldn't just wrap my head around how to just have that simple functionality in nvim. So then I just simply went on the lazy nvim website, where they had the entire explanation how to set up the plugins on lazy.nvim, and I went into LSP, and when I looked at it, there were just so many options to choose from, and I was like a little bit confused, and I was just looking into it and I didn't understood most of the stuff. So I tried to just maybe hoped I hoped that maybe that I will get that minimum functionality that I needed from the LSP, and I just tried to install it from the website. And I also had TJ DeVries' video in the other tab, and I tried to follow it, and yeah, here's what happened. Now at this point I'm just confused. I don't know what's happening, and I'm just trying my best not to just lose it. But now I'm just losing patience at this point. So then I just decided to just get rid of Neovim altogether. I just deleted all of the the nvim config files, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just move back to Neovim and Vim, and just look into it if I'm able to just get the functionality that I want, the functionality of an LSP. So I just went in, did my stuff, and I looked into like if I was able to set up an LSP just the way that I wanted on Vim. And you know what, I could, and I just did. Even though the repositories on GitHub that I just looked into it, they were like 3 to 4 years old, but at this point I do not care. I just want a simple functionality in my editor where I can use to edit my or to just code in. I'm just a student, I'm just learning how to code, and yeah, so here it is. So I just installed the plugins, and then it was just like these few lines of code that I wanted to add to my vim-rc, and it just worked. I just installed it, and here it is. I just installed the language server for Vim, and yeah, here it is. This LSP that I just installed on Vim, it works for me. So in short, as a normal user, we just need the minimum amount of functionality. We do not need all of those options that Neovim provided, or at least to me, I didn't needed it. So point that I'm trying to make is that personally Neovim is not for me. Here it is. I just switched back from Neovim to Vim.